If your wife works, I just want to let you know as a man, you have failed. Now,
Hey, beautiful people, and welcome back again to another interesting video. How are you all doing today? Trigger Mara Davids, and thank you so much for tuning in another interesting video. So, this man is calling out men that allow their women to go and work. Fathers, literally, fathers that allow their or wife that has kids to go and work. That it doesn't make sense for you to let the mother of your kids go and work. You are a failure for a man for allowing the mother of your kids to go and work. Let me show you other video.
if your wife works, I just want to let you know as a man, you have failed. Now, it's one thing to both be working towards a life where you can allow her to not work and you're just on your way there, but it's a whole nother thing to want your wife to work, which a ton of you on this platform do, and I don't understand it. Shame on all of you guys who make your wife go back to work after having a child. You make her go on maternity leave, enjoy all of the positive things of being a stay-at-home mother, and then make her go back to work. Why? Just so you can afford a few more toys? Oh, so you can afford your truck? So you can afford another boat? That's why? That's why you have her work? Come on. You're going to have other people raise your children, make memories with your children rather than you or their mother because you want shiny toys? Don't even come at me with the, in this economy, both people have to work. No, that's not true. Both people have to work if you need to pay for daycare. But if you don't need to pay for daycare, one income can do it. And if the father's income, single income, doesn't cover it, you're living outside your means. You're buying things you can't afford. You're doing things other than advancing your career and finding a way to make more money. This, like everything else in life, is a skill issue. If you're a man and you think you need your woman to work or that you need her income, that is a skill issue. I will not allow anyone on social media to gaslight me or anyone else into believing that you need a dual income household. It is not true. It never will be.
What is your take on this conversation? Do you think men are really a failure for allowing their wives to go and work? Do you think it's making sense or not? Because comment section is either here or there. And some people are like, I am going to work even regardless, even if I'm a mom or not. Some are saying I'd rather be a stay-at-home mom, but because my husband cannot finance the whole family by himself, I have to go out and work. What is your take? Why I share some reactions for you all to watch, then I'll come back and share my thoughts at the end of the video.
If your wife works, I just want to let you know as a man, you have failed. Now, it's one thing to.
Good morning. This is like probably not worth responding to, but going online and calling men failures and saying they have a skill issue because they can't allow their wives to be stay-at-home mothers is just so bizarre. Like, this person is the one with the skill issue for their inability to view something from multiple angles, right? And I think this is the biggest issue when people have hot takes and unpopular opinions. You're viewing your opinion in a way that views the world as extremely black and white. And I think it's also comical because he mentions, oh, you want someone else raising your kid? You think the man that's working his ass off to provide for his family is raising his child? Probably not. Yeah, what a funny way to measure success, and what balls you have to get on a platform and call the majority of men failures, actually, because not many people in today's society can afford to only have one person working in the household. You're calling the majority of men failures, and I'm not really sure what you got out of that, but I hope that your ego is boosted in some way and you feel better about yourself. I don't know. Just wanted to come on here and say that. And for anyone that saw that video and felt like shit, you shouldn't. As long as you're a hardworking individual and you love and care for your family, that's more than enough.
Look, I don't disagree with everything he's saying, okay? If it's being a stay-at-home mom works for you and your family and that's what you wanted, then absolutely do that. If it's financially beneficial for one of you to stay at home, absolutely do that. But it's not failing as a man to let or want your wife to work. Especially in Canada, like it's not even an option really unless you're making like high income to have one person work. And on top of that, not every woman wants to be a stay-at-home parent. Especially for me, I like to have something else other than just being a mom. And being a mom is the most amazing thing, and it doesn't demean that by any means. But having things outside of being a parent is also extremely healthy, especially for your mind and your mental health. On another side of it, working in family law, you see so many women that are so dependent on men financially that they are unable to leave if they're in a or bad situation. So basically, the gist of it is if you want to be a stay-at-home mom, go for it. If that works for your family, go for it. But if you want to work, you want to build on your career, and you don't want to only be a mom, that's okay too. And you don't have to be forced or pressured into doing something that you don't think that is good for you.
I feel like for him to say men that allow their wives to work is actually a wrong statement for me. It's a wrong sentence, in my own opinion, because you cannot tell me that the father of my kids, or probably my man, should be able to tell me if I'm allowed to work or not because I have kids for him. Okay, a woman working should be her own decision. It should not be the decision of the father of her kids or her husband. Okay, if she says she wants to work, let her work. Even if you can take care of the family, even if you're very wealthy and all of that. If your woman says she needs to work to earn a living, let her work. I personally cannot stand men that tell their wives, just because I can provide for the kids, just because I can provide for the family, do not work. I want you to be a stay at home mom. I can't stand those men because I feel like most of them are narcissists, most of them are manipulators. At the end of the day, they will abuse you financially and they make you feel like you cannot do things by yourself without them. If you're saying that men should not, or men that allow their wives to go and work, definitely you want a man to always be in control about the woman. See, some women actually stop their work immediately they have a child. I've seen people that tell you that I resign just because I put to bed. Some tell you I don't want to work because I want to give my child full attention. Some leave their physical office to start doing any online business or even doing online activities, so or work from home activities, or look for a job that they can work from home just because they want to be a stay-at-home mom, or they want to be able to focus and take care of their own children or child. It is the woman's decision. It should always be the woman's decision, not the man's decision. The man can advise, but the final decision should always be the woman's decision. If a man should always be the one to tell you in a relationship that you have to stop working just for our relationship to work, I feel like at the end of the day, you will regret it. Because most women that come out later to talk about their divorce story and talk about what went wrong in their marriage, they tell you what went wrong from the beginning was when I stopped working. That was when everything went, south. They keep telling us that you don't stop work, you don't stop college, you don't stop going to school for a man. This is one of it. This is one of it. A man telling you that just because I can provide for you at this time. Because when it comes to provision, some of them might not be able to provide 100 for you. Even if they think they can provide, they might not give you what you want at that time. Me personally, I always advise women to have your own money. Even if your man has money, make sure you're doing something for yourself. It might just be $1 a day, $5 a day, $10, $20 a day that you're making. It will help you on the long run. You don't have to make so much money that has to be equal to your partner's money if your man is very wealthy. So far you have something tiny that it is called your money. It might not be linked to his money, it might not be linked to his account. it is your money. It's always very advisable because when this man decide to change, because this the thing is, men change and relationship change, people change. Okay, anything can happen. Anything can happen. You have to always prepare for the worst. And you saying that because a man can provide, he should not decide, okay, oh, I can provide, oh, my woman don't work. It is, to me, it's just wrong. It's just wrong. The woman should be able to, the woman should be the one to say, I am not working. Some women will tell you, I'd rather be a stay-at-home mom than work because my man can pay my bills. My man buy me this, buy me that. They buy them anything they want at any time. They just want to be there. They just want to be giving birth. Some women want, that is what they want. Fine. If that's what you want, it should be your decision, not the man saying that that is what I want from a woman. So man, so you see, I feel like a red flag is when a man tells you, I want to have a wife, but I don't want my wife to work. I want to make money to the extent that my wife does not have to work. That is a red flag, in my own opinion. But then let me know your thoughts about this conversation down in the comment section, respectfully. Sugar Mara Davis, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.